Gabriella Wilson, better known as H.E.R, a backronym for Having Everything Revealed, born June 27th, 1997, in Vallejo, California. Wilson rose to fame by participating in Radio Disney's Next Big Thing. She later signed to RCA Records at the age of 14 and released a single, Something to Prove, under her real name back in 2014. She re-emerged with the H.E.R persona, releasing her debut EP, H.E.R Volume 1. She then released subsequent EPs, H.E.R Volume 2, the B-Sides, and I Used to Know Her. The album H.E.R, released under RCA Records, is a compilation of the first two EPs, H.E.R Volume 1 and H.E.R Volume 2, with an additional 6 songs. In this video, I'll make an attempt at making something similar fitting H.E.R's sound. Let's get into it. Now, I started with a sample, but for the sake of this tutorial and avoid copyright strikes, as I'm not sure of where the origin of the sample is from, I'm gonna play that later in the beat. But I built these chords around it. This is what they sound like. If you haven't seen my tutorial on how I take and reverse my sounds without losing the original chord progression, I would admonish you to watch it. But I'm not going to show you how I did that in this video because I have another tutorial on that. But this is what that chord progression sounds like. Once I had those two sounds, I knew I wanted to add a bass line. I didn't want to just have a bass line that followed and that had sustain to it, so I decided to give it a little bounce. Again, I didn't snap any of these to the grid because I wanted it to have a natural feel. So this is what it sounds like. As with most of my R&B records that I produce, I try to keep the drums rather simple, yet with bounce. This is what it sounds like. To give the record some variation, I added some strings. I had a few effects on it. This is what it sounds like. And last but not least, the last part is the sample, which I informed you about in the beginning. This is in context what it sounds like as a collective with all of the instruments together. I almost forgot, at the very end of the record, there's another synth bass that I added to give it a different feel as the beat is ending. Now I'm gonna let the full beat play out. I hope that you were able to learn something from this tutorial. If it's something that you want me to cover, feel free to comment down below. If it's something that I should have shown that I didn't show, also comment. If you're not a subscriber, please, it helps the channel out tremendously. If you subscribe, turn on the post notifications button. Also, give us a like. I'm gonna let this beat play. Hopefully you enjoyed. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. Peace.